Hi, this is Doreen Fang, the Las Vegas Morning Blends chef resident, and today I'm going to be making a traditional Chinese chicken dish with rice. Today's ingredients are chicken thighs that have been diced, pickled cucumbers, also diced, green onions, aloha soy sauce, ground ginger, salt, pepper, granulated garlic, sake, sugar, and cornstarch. All right, my Chinese chicken is actually a traditional dish that my mom used to make, and it's actually called pickled cucumber with chicken, and in Chinese you'd say 酱瓜鸡丁. 酱瓜 means the pickled cucumbers, okay, this is what it looks like. It comes in a 6-ounce can. You're gonna dice it up, but it comes like long pieces, and this is something that we used to actually eat with porridge, which is also called juk in Chinese. And the jiding part means chicken, but little diced pieces, okay? All right, so I've got 3 thighs already diced up, nice and small. Now I'm gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of granulated garlic. I've got some sugar, 1 tablespoon. I also have about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. Just put a little bit in there. And last, some cornstarch. I do about 1 tablespoon. And the reason why I add the cornstarch now is I just want it all to like sit with the marinade, which is going to be 6 tablespoons of aloha shoyu. And again, I love aloha shoyu because it's not as salty as regular, say, kikkoman soy sauce. All right, and shoyu means soy sauce. All right, and also I have some sake right here, okay? About 2 tablespoons. You're going to go ahead and just mix it all up. And you're going to let this marinade just kind of sit in the chicken for like a minimum of an hour. Because the pieces are so little, the flavor is going to be able to go in much, much faster. All right, I put about a tablespoon and a half of oil inside, nice and hot. Again, use vegetable oil or canola oil, anything really light. Don't use olive oil because it doesn't go well with Chinese food. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Now be really careful because the oil is going to be super hot and you don't want to burn yourself, so always away from you. All right, I have a lot of sauce in there, and the reason being is I like a lot of gravy. Now in the bowl, sometimes there's a little bit of remnants. I always put a little bit of cold water in there because when the gravy starts to set in here, if it seems a little thick, I can add a little water and just kind of thin it out. All right. So you're just going to stir fry this very quickly. And of course you want to make sure that the chicken is completely done. Now I love gravy and I can smell it. I can smell the sake, I can smell the soy sauce. Oh, I just love all these smells, and I know it's going to taste so delicious, and it just reminds me of my mom. One of my favorite things. And then when I have my gravy, I put it all over my hot steamed white rice, and you just mix it all together. We're about halfway through right now. And you can see the chicken, cute little pieces of chicken. You can see a nice amount of gravy. You can see how it's kind of thickening up right there. And you know what, if it seems a little too thick, you can always add a little bit of water to that. But right now we're gonna go ahead and add the cucumbers, the diced cucumbers, put that in. And the diced cucumbers is gonna give it a little bit of saltiness, which I love. And see, it's a little bit thick, so I'm gonna add just a touch of water. Just to thin it out. So it looks you can see how it just looks a little bit smoother. See that? All right. Now we're just about done. And once we're done, we're gonna add our green onions in. And I'm using about 2 stalks of green onions. And again, I just love green onions because I love the flavor of it. And it just puts a little color inside the dish. All right, I think we're all ready. It smells so good. I've got some rice over here that I already made. I personally love short grain rice. That's my favorite. I like it to be a little bit more sticky, but normally Chinese people like to have long grain rice, which is more fluffy and it's not as sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's get a spoon so that I can actually get some gravy. All right, I know it's still bubbling. But this is one of my all-time favorite things. And this is my homage to my mother. This is Doreen Fang, the Las Vegas Morning Blends resident chef, and I just finished preparing my delicious chicken and rice dish, which is called pickled cucumbers and chicken. And if you want to say it in Chinese, that is 酱瓜鸡丁. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much and see you next time.